What is going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and today we are on a Taiwan account thanks to Will. He let me use his account, that way we can go over some of the new update features, which I honestly gotta say are pretty good, pretty good. Now we're gonna go ahead and go one by one through them. I'm gonna leave a list down in the description and also in the comment section, that way you can read all about it if you haven't already done so. But as I read through them, I'm gonna try and see if I can show you what it's talking about. If I can't show you, we'll just there are some things that you will pretty much have to wait and see to see exactly how it's gonna work. Because I will tell you that I probably will struggle a little bit because I have no idea what most of this stuff is even saying. Now, of course, the new added feature is going to be Guild Wars. We're going to be going over that in just a minute. And then the next thing, of course, is going to be the new hero Arctica, which we don't have because it's an event-only hero. So we probably will just have to skip through the dragon. I actually tried to look in the top 100 in Might and Arena to see if I could see a dragon, and I could not see one. So I don't know. I don't even know if there's an event going on for him. So who knows? Eventually, I guess we'll see him in action. Now, one of the first things that the notes say is that you're now able to sell hero and troop bombs. So I laid out some bombs out here and basically show you how that works. Pretty much like anything else that you can sell, you just sell it and you get back 50% of the resource that you use, whether that was mana or gold. So that's a nice little change. Whether they're permanent or not, I have yet to see. I would like to think so, but it doesn't necessarily specify. Now the next thing that it says is Lost Realm Battle Opponent. I don't know if that just means that they're gonna tweak the mobs that you see or who's in your altars. Doesn't necessarily specify, but I guess we'll find out later on. It also says Hero Altar and Hero Base UI. So what that basically means is that the Hero Base and the Hero Altar did change just a bit. I'll go ahead and show you here. So we go into the altar and we see most of the same stuff that we're used to, but if you notice, right below each hero on the left hand corner, you can actually see the talent that that hero has. Now, it doesn't tell you specifically the level out of here, but at least you know what talent that hero is. Now, once you know which heroes you're looking at, like for instance this Vlad, we can go into this Vlad, and as you can tell, it looks totally different. Now, the 5 of 10 Blood Banquet is shining, which I actually like that. It's pretty nice. So the skill is shining, and you see the talent right next to it, which is 2 of 8. If you click on the talent, it'll take you to this, and it'll basically just tell you what the talent does, and then you click this button, and you're able to re-roll. Conversely, if you click on the skill, it gives you the description on the bottom, and then you click the button, and it takes you to the consume, books and sacrifices and all of that. So it's very streamlined, this little menu right here. Now the next one is going to be the stats page. This is where you're going to get all of the stats that you will used to see on the left hand corner, and all those zeros are, I'm guessing they said that they were going to be adding that in future updates, so as of right now that's not a stat. And of course here is the lock and chain on the left hand side. It did get a little lift, a little makeover there, so I do like that. You can see the little red glow when it is locked. Now the next one is going to be, of course, the crest. We pretty much know what that's all about, but if you take a look here on your right hand corner, you see this little hammer right there. That's going to take you directly to the forge screen, and then this one is to the combine screen. So everything is all together right there. And this one, I am guessing this is going to be the artifact screen, because I can't read that, but I can only imagine that that will be the artifact screen. So it's all together right there. And notice that on the bottom of the hero, if you see hero base and you see the altar, I'm not really sure what that means, the altar, but the hero base basically means that that hero is out on a hero base. So definitely streamlined. I'm liking those changes. Will probably take a bit to get used to, but we get used to everything at one point or another. Now let's see what else we got here. They are increasing some quest rewards, 100k might and above, so it looks like quest boards are actually going to be more rewarding. and they are going to increase the dungeon chances to 20. Now pay attention, because this is probably one of the best things they've done in a long time. They are increasing the dungeon chances to 20, but it is still 100 gems to purchase 5 chances. So that means that you can still refresh like you normally would, but the only difference is that once you go the hour and 40 minutes and you don't do your dungeons, you're no longer wasting time. Now you can literally go almost up to 7 hours without doing your dungeons and still just log in and just sweep away like nothing ever happened. So it's not going to require you to be on almost every 2 hours to do your dungeons. You can get a good night's sleep, wake up, do your dungeons, never miss the beat. So I'm really liking that. And I'm liking that they did not change the gem amount that is going to cost to refresh the dungeon. So this is something that is more catered towards the people that can't be on every 2 hours, for instance. Now let's see what else we got. Lost from altar formation issue. I'm not too sure what that means. I don't know if maybe that just means that your heroes get flipped. I'm not too sure on that. It also shows that it added explanation on entrance of Wretched Gorge, Here Be Monsters, Hero Trial, and Mesa. Not sure what that is. Let me see. Oh, I'm guessing that the little writing on the bottom of it that was not there before. So maybe that just says like Here Be Monsters and Hero Trials. Yeah, that's probably what it is. And the next thing it shows is Aries skill and silence artifact issue. A lot of people might have not have heard of that, but if Aries procced on like a boss, for instance, and you had the Garuda artifact and it triggered while the Aries proc was going on, if the Garuda artifact ended before the Aries proc ended, it pretty much canceled out the Aries proc, even if it still showed that it was still on. So I'm glad that they fixed that. A lot of people probably didn't know about that, but I'm glad that they did that. It also shows to prioritize evolved heroes in the hero list during battle. I'm pretty sure that was already the case, but I guess maybe there were some bugs on that. Insane dungeon quests will be appearing from 120k might onwards. So you know, it's something that will give you better rewards. And Wretched Gorge high level buildings improvement. They probably improved the HP of the higher buildings, the higher you got it to like level 30, etc. Now here's a big one. Snowstorm can freeze heroes who are immune to stun. For example, Orcsbane, which is huge for like insane dungeons where you could not do anything about an Orcsbane coming at you and then just proccing and ending your life. I mean, pretty much that's what it was. Now the next thing is going to be that your hero will no longer die after you get raided and killed by others. So we all know what it feels like to log in, see that you got raided 2 minutes before, and then everybody is dead. Now you don't have to worry about that. So that is a great improvement, because let's be honest, nobody really liked that. Nobody liked it. So I am actually glad about that. There is also one of the biggest ones. No more troop donate quest. I mean, that is one of the most annoying quests. You can't gem it. Well, you can if you gem the troops, but then all of those gems add up to more than 10 gems, and then the higher might you get, it's just get ridiculous. So now without that quest, we'll probably be able to do more quest refreshes, which I like. Now the next thing is going to be, they did fix the Dread Drake glitch, and if you guys aren't aware of what the Dread Drake glitch is, I actually made a video on it. Basically, if a Dread Drake procs and stuns a hero, and then Minotaur procs, that Minotaur proc is not going to take away any energy, which wasn't what it should have been doing. So I am definitely glad that they fixed that. Maybe Minotaur will be seen in arena more often now. It also shows here that they minimize the unusual buttons into a single button, and this is right on the bottom here. You see this right here? That is, the first one is where you get your invites to Mesa and Wretched Gorge, etc. The second button is where you have your base layouts, and then the third button is this book that, you know, let's be honest, nobody uses. So I'm glad that they kind of took that out of the way and put everything down here. That way not everything looked cluttered. So I'm okay with that, so long as this little button on the bottom doesn't get in the way a lot of times. Not too bad. Now it says here change the name of Moltanica, but I'm pretty sure that the Moltanica's name is not going to be changed on our server. From what I have heard, the change of Moltanica's name is going to be only on that server because of the way that it's written in their language. So I don't think there's anything really to worry about there. Yo Moltanica will still be Moltanica. Now it also shows change the name of Crest Combine to Crest Upgrade. That's pretty much when you're upgrading a crest from level 1 to level 2, etc. And it shortened the time for building cooldown after being rated. So again, you know, when you log in and you see that you're rated and you gotta wait like 12 seconds to even do anything, they're shortening the cooldown for that. So I'm definitely glad for that. So now that we pretty much went over all of the update, I can tell you this much. The big features that are going to be introduced, the Arctica and the Guild Wars, I'm not too thrilled about, but the other little things, definitely a step up, and that is good news because at least there are some positives coming out of this update. But now that we pretty much ran over all of that, let's get to what you probably are mainly here for, and that is the Guild Wars. So of course, remember, you have to be in a top 2000 guild, and this is pretty much what it looks like. Let me go back here real quick. So of course it's gonna be next to the boss and torch, and oh hello, you got some rewards to collect there. So it's gonna be the third one right here. You see the timer, which right now is at 9 hours. Usually it will be 24, and you see 4 portals. Now the mites, they do say that the higher the mite, the higher the rewards. It looks like I still have 3 chances out of 5. And 240, I don't know exactly what that is. I'm guessing that's going to be like guild credits. But I really cannot read any of that, so can't really tell you. But I do want to see what this feature is all about. So let's just go ahead and... Oh, wait, actually, let me take a look at the might. Let's pick you, because your might is a little lower, I think. Wait. Yeah, you're a little lower. So let's see what we got. 134 might, or 134,000 might. Yeah, no, I don't want to do all of that. Okay, here we go. 4,000 might. Okay, so we have 3 chances. I guess we can pick whoever we want. The higher the might, the higher the rewards. But because I don't really know this account too well and I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe real quick. So let's go ahead and pick it. Okay, so this is pretty much just a base. Oh. They got some level 6 and level 60s. Doesn't seem like much of a problem, so let's just drop right on them. Hopefully. Okay, they're done. Now this is pretty much rating. Oh my god, that's all. If this is all that this is, you better get your Dread Drake and your Minotaur ready, because they're gonna make this cake. Even with garrisons, it won't even matter. Okay, boom. Oh wow, okay. So I just destroyed this really low might account, and I got 80 fame, which is actually not too bad, I gotta say. It wasn't that bad. Okay, let's step it up a little bit. Let's go to the one that's about 8,000 and see if it's still about 80 fame or if it goes up. This one honestly doesn't seem that much harder, to be honest. So we're just gonna pretty much do the same thing. I mean, this is pretty much Hero Trials on a higher difficulty. Oh, don't die, don't die. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. The main question that I'm gonna have is, are you able to build your own base, or are you going to be able to just get rated for with your like Here Be Monsters base? That's going to be interesting. I really hope you can set up your own base, but from the looks of it, it doesn't look like there's any button to set any sort of extra base, so you might have to have an anti-raid base. Huh, okay, let's see. Okay, 86 fame, which is not bad. Not a big increase from before, but still decently enough. And I still have one chance, so why am I grayed out? Huh. Maybe I have to wait until... Oh, maybe I have to go to another one. Let's see if that's the case. No, apparently not. No. Okay, so I really cannot tell you why I still have one chance and it's not letting me do anything. That is definitely interesting. The good thing is that the fame that it's giving out actually seemed to be decent. Now remember, I was rating some really low level bases, so I can only imagine that at the higher ends we're probably looking at 150 and plus fame, which can easily be over an extra 1,000 per week. So think about that for a minute. That pretty much doubles the amount of fame that you would get on a weekly basis from what we currently have. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I really want to know why I can't. I'm guessing that it's because of the time frame. Maybe when it gets closer to the end of the day I'll be able to do another one. But oh, here we go. What is this? Number 4. Oh, okay, so this tells you who has participated so far and who has the highest fame. Not bad. Okay. And remember, the rewards are going to be split into... Oh, that's a nice... How come we can't do that to our name with the little fist? Remember, the rewards are going to be split into guild rewards and individual rewards. So that's definitely something to also look out for. But yeah, that's pretty much the sum of this update. I'm really liking the little stuff like the dungeons, the glitches that were fixed, the altars and all of that. I'm really liking all of that. The new hero altar. I'm liking that. It'll probably get a little lost at first, but I'm liking that it's a little bit more streamlined. Guild Wars looks boring, but they are saying that they are going to be working on it. So for the moment, I guess the silver lining is that it's going to be easy fame. But I think I can speak for a lot of people that would want good fame but fun and competitive game mode. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little review of the update. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. And again, thank you, Will, for letting me get on the account and preview most of this stuff. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And until later.